In previous videos, we explored how Western cowboys tamed cows on horseback. Today, we will continue our journey to learn the amazing techniques they used to tame wild horses. How did they control these powerful creatures while riding horses? If you want to know the answer, watch this video to discover all the special techniques and interesting facts about this unique profession. Cow herding is a profession associated with the cattle ranching industry in the American West and has existed for a long time. In the 1900s, it was estimated that there were about 25 million cows and horses raised in the West, with more than 1 million cowboys working in this field. The image of the cowboy has always symbolized freedom, adventure, and has become a symbol on the vast grasslands. Not only working alone, cowboys often meet, share skills and experiences, creating a close-knit community. Wild horses in the United States are largely descendants of horses brought by Europeans in the 1500s. In the 19th century, the wild horse population reached 2 million, but today there are only about 82,000, mostly in the American West. To tame wild horses, cowboys would start by finding herds of wild horses. They would then ride their horses close to the herd, a process that required patience and skill so as not to spook the horses. Once they were close to the herd, they would pay attention to each horse's body language, looking for signs that they were well coordinated. Once the target is identified, the cowboy will use the pursuit method. They use their speed and skill in controlling their horse to approach the wild horse. By running fast but in a controlled manner, the cowboy can create enough pressure to force the wild horse to move in the direction they want. It is important that they keep a safe distance so as not to scare the horse, and at the same time avoid being attacked by surprise. By using calls and commands from a distance, the cowboy can control the herd of horses, encouraging them to move towards the ranch. This requires a lot of patience and skill, because once the herd feels threatened, they can run away in the opposite direction. Alternatively, with horses moving alone, the cowboy can use the lasso method. This is a technique that requires a lot of precision, because they have to throw the lasso perfectly to form a loop around the horse's neck. To be successful, the cowboy needs to calculate the distance, speed, and direction of the horse's movement, which is not an easy task. After the noose is tied around the horse's neck, the next step is the reining technique. The cowboy will slowly pull the rope to keep the horse calm, avoiding strong jerks that can cause the horse to react violently. This is important because a wild horse can become aggressive when it feels unsafe. Capturing wild horses is not only a tradition, but also very necessary in terms of economy and management. Cowboys need to capture wild horses to supplement resources for the ranch. Domesticated horses can be used to support livestock work, increasing the labor force on the ranch. Statistically, a domesticated horse can significantly reduce the time and effort required to manage a herd, especially in activities such as moving and leading. In addition, the United States is facing the problem of managing the explosion of wild horses on public lands. Wild horses reproduce at an unsustainable rate, threatening desert vegetation and trampling native plants. However, the government's humane laws do not allow these horses to be killed. Therefore, they are forced to capture and bring these horses to ranches, reducing pressure on public lands. Taming wild horses is not a simple task and is fraught with danger. Cowboys face the risk of being attacked by panicked horses. According to statistics, there are hundreds of horse-related injuries every year, from falls to unexpected kicks, so preparation and experience are key factors in minimizing risks. A normal person does not naturally become a cowboy and conquer wild horses. To achieve that, they must go through horseback riding training, creating a connection with the horses on the ranch. The skills of approaching and taming wild horses need to be practiced through practical trips. These experiences will be accumulated gradually. At the same time, they also learn how to be patient so as not to scare the horses. Today, hunting and taming wild horses still plays an important role in the American West. Today's cowboys have combined traditional techniques and modern technology such as helicopters or drones to make the process of taming wild horses better. However, the skill of taming wild horses from horseback is still irreplaceable because the connection between humans and horses is something that machines cannot do. What do you think are the uses of drones? The range of uses is very wide, applied in all fields from military to social and economic life. However, we cannot imagine that drones can also be used in livestock farming. Sheep farmers in Ireland have used these devices to manage their flocks, even using them to herd tens of thousands of sheep. So, in this video, let's explore how Irish farmers raise sheep with drones. In recent years, Irish farmers have begun to adopt drones as a modern tool for herding sheep. This represents a significant shift in agricultural practices, combining traditional farming with advanced technology. For Irish farmers, sheep herding has long been a cornerstone of rural life. The use of drones offers an efficient, humane, and cost-effective solution to managing sheep flocks across large, challenging tracts of land. Perhaps in the future, this modern tool could complement the work of sheepdogs, adding a new dimension to grazing operations. drone is equipped with high-resolution cameras and advanced GPS technology, allowing farmers to monitor and direct their flocks of sheep from the air. To control it, the farmer uses a remote control remote or smartphone app that guides it through fields where sheep graze. Farmers can directly observe their flocks and the surrounding landscape through the camera data provided. Farmers can also direct sheep by flying the drone at low altitudes and making noises, which can lead the sheep in the desired direction. Some devices are also equipped with speakers that can imitate the sound of sheepdogs, making it more efficient to herd large flocks. The use of drones has many benefits for Irish farmers. It can significantly reduce the time it takes to herd sheep, especially over large areas. Furthermore, drones can access remote areas or rough terrain that are a big challenge for sheep farmers. It can navigate difficult terrain, including steep slopes, swamps, and areas with thick vegetation. By integrating drones into grazing operations, farmers can save on labor costs such as hiring workers. When costs are reduced, it will help increase profits for farmers. Despite the many benefits, there are still many limitations to the application of this device in the livestock industry. Especially in terms of its cost, high-quality drones with the necessary features for agriculture are still relatively expensive. The initial investment can be significant, especially for small-scale farmers. Although there are still some challenges, the use of drones in agriculture and livestock farming is still highly appreciated. The adoption of drones in sheep farming is a significant step forward for Irish farmers, combining tradition with innovation. As technology continues to advance, drones will become an integral part of the Irish agricultural industry, helping farmers manage their flocks more efficiently. Flocks of sheep raised by drones still ensure animal welfare and the quality of their meat at the processing stage. Ireland is renowned for its high-quality lamb, which is a staple for both domestic consumption and international trade. Lamb processing plants play a vital role in ensuring the quality of meat from farm to fork. Modern plants process millions of lambs each year. When lambs are transported from the farm to the processing plant, they undergo a humane slaughter process, closely monitored to ensure compliance with food safety regulations and meet export requirements. After slaughter, the lamb carcass is carefully inspected by experts to ensure that the meat is suitable for consumption. The meat is then processed into various types of meat, including shoulder, ribs, and mince, depending on market demand. In addition to the main meat processing, these plants also focus on the processing and disposal of byproducts. Organs, skins, and other parts of sheep that are not used for meat are processed for other industries, ensuring that every part of the animal is used, minimizing waste and maximizing the value of the livestock. Ireland is one of the world's largest exporters of lamb, with its products highly sought after in international markets. The country's reputation for producing high-quality grass-fed lamb has earned it a strong presence in key markets such as the European Union, the Middle East, and Asia.